And now, our second contestant, Nissar Ahamed. Nissar Ahamed.
Mr. Contest Chair, Madam Chief Judge, fellow Toastmasters, and especially Sandy, thank you for your speech. I'm going to evaluate you on the things that I've heard, and I'm going to also talk about some things you did extremely well, and some things you could have added to enhance the speech. First of all, you had a very intriguing opening. You started by saying, it was 10 a.m., I was tired. As soon as you said that, all of us in the audience were intrigued. We knew we were going to hear an interesting story. You had me at hello. You had everybody at hello. But not only that, immediately you brought in Mount Everest. I was sitting on the edge of my seats. We knew this was going to be an intriguing story. So every story has a great opening, and you did that very well. Now, what does a story have? Story has characters. Your story had three main characters: Sandy, yourself, the cheerful guy, and the grumpy guy at the end. So three characters. And it was not about a story, it was about a good point, savoring the journey. We had it from the title, but the best way to give somebody a point or teach somebody something is by giving a story. I think you did that very well. And what did I like about the story? It was personal, and it was big. Mount Everest. How many of us, the biggest hill I've seen is 400 meters close to my house. Mount Everest is way up there. I don't know how tall it is, but it is tall. What does all stories have? Imagery. You had vivid imagery. You talked us about the glaciers, the mountains, valley, the spring mountains, everything. So as soon as I could actually visualize the things going on there. And most importantly, you had a pivotal story, savor the journey. I think all of us live in a society where everybody wants to get to a point. We want a nice car, we want a nice home, we want the best job, but we don't savor the journey. A very important lesson. Now, being somebody who has climbed Mount Everest, I'm sure you're a go-getter. So I had to give justice to your speech by giving you some very important points. What you could have done differently. The imagery was vivid, but I would like to see a little bit more pausing and drama, especially when he said glaciers, the mountains, the valley. Let it sink in with all of us. And you also had three different characters, and you told about all the characters in one spot. It would have been better if the cheerful guy came from here, and the grumpy guy came from there. Which brings me to my next point. You had the entire room for yourself. You could have started your speech here, and you could have gone to the base camp here and had your hot chocolate here. That would have given a great, great impression. And last point, you had a call to action, but it was call to action was already in the theme. I would have liked to see a little bit more specific call to action, perhaps like, what is one thing that bothers you today? I'm sure whether it's your career or family or something like that. Think about it. I'm sure you're worried about where you're going, but stay in the moment, enjoy the journey, smell the roses. You've climbed Mount Everest. I think the next thing is the moon. So the next time you come here, I want to hear you give a speech on the mission. Thank you.
It's 1 minute.